and I were just talking about what we got to get done tomorrow, and I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just wake up extra early and get some raking done, because we got to get some raking done. But this tractor also needs to go down to that stuff we rent, because the guys that are picking up our hay, our extra hay, they're coming tomorrow, and so they need a tractor to load. Well, we got to be feeding, and then we got a bunch of other stuff that we got to get done. And so then basically our only option was me to just go rake it now, and it's like 8 p.m. It's not that late. I did want to edit a video, but I'll get that done later tonight, I guess. We good?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you at dark.
Can you edit my video while I'm raking?
No, but I can think good thoughts of you while you're raking.
Okay. Among the numerous things we were talking about getting done tomorrow, one of them that was mentioned was poking into some corn. And that's a quote from Dad. We're thinking some of the corn's getting real close, and we want to try getting a moisture sample on it, try seeing how it goes, and we got to make a parts run, and we just got to get finished, ready for harvest, basically. I don't know if that graphite's still there. I guess we'll find out soon if it squeaks. Also, I washed this baby. Look at her. I guess that's kind of dark. She looks clean. She's squeaky. If you have not yet, check out my Sonne Farms Instagram. Woo. Don't text and drive. Missed some alfalfa. But you can see posts like this if you check out Sonne Farms Instagram. And my dad, man, I'm doing bad right now. So I got it under control. Dad's got an Instagram account too. Check him out. He's just Sonne Farms Dad on Instagram. He can be a little more updated, see what's going on, leave some comments on some pictures. Dad likes to post a lot of Ellie, so you can see my dog a lot if you're into that. Just Sonne Farms and Sonne Farms Dad. The links are below if you want to check that out. What is that down there? Looks like the neighbor boy on his dirt bike. It kind of freaked me out. Like I was way at the other end of the field. I'm like, just some random child standing on the road. Jeff texted me. He said, "I'm gonna buy you 14 bottle calves." I said, "No thanks." He then replied, "Too late." I ain't taking them, Jeff. You're gonna feed them. Uh-oh. It's a full moon. That's when the Brian Sunnies come out. Stay indoors. It's cold again. Ellie, are you cold? 55 degrees. I think Dad's hurrying a bit today. He's flying with that thing. What's he in, D2? After he fills, he's gonna take off, head down the road with the tractor, and I'll have to pick him up with the pickup after I get this unloaded. We also got some barbed wire a little bit ago. That's what we were unloading. We're here with Royal Burrows. He's from Rotogrind, and he's actually, you're the president of the company?
Yeah, owner.
Owner.
And my father's the one that designed and patented this back in 1976. Built some prototypes. Everything worked good. We started factory producing them in 1977. Yeah. And throughout the years, we've been able to upgrade, make a lot of changes and improvements to them. So for customers out there that have late 70s, early 80s models, every change that we've done can be upgraded on the old machine.
Can be added to the old machine.
Yeah.
Yep. And so he's out today. He's going to help us kind of fine tune our machine. You know, we're going to be grinding corn here pretty soon, and so we just got to know basically the different settings that we can do and just how we can make this machine run as well as it can.
Yeah, I just wanted to explain a little bit about the concept of our design. We use a big diameter hammer mill. big flywheel type hammer mill and have real long, heavy hammers. And when you're operating at 1,000 RPM, that gives you the tip speed that's required to do grinding. Tip speed of the hammers is what makes it a hammer mill. Even a screen type hammer mill is narrow in diameter. That's why they have to spin it up to over 2,000 RPMs to get that same tip speed. But the tip speed of these big hammers, spinning at 1,000 RPM, give you a flywheel effect. It eliminates a lot of shock loads. And we have a series of what we call individually adjustable shear plates on the other side. So centrifugal force from these hammers will keep the material thrown away from them. These shear plates will stop the material flow and let the hammers regrind it again. So depending on how close you move these shear plates and how many shear plates you move in, that controls the size of your grind. And that's why we can also grind grains without using screens. And when you eliminate screens, you eliminate a lot of moving parts. This has 3 bearings on the main drive shaft and attached right directly to this hammer mill. It keeps it really simple, very few moving parts, and real low maintenance. Mm-hmm. So we have 4 individually adjustable shear plates that go into the hammers at a 90-degree angle. And if you push them all the way in against the safety stops, they're less than 1/4 of an inch away from the ends of the hammers. There's another one, we call it the top shear plate. It's parallel with the floor of the machine, so it's not at a 90-degree angle. We don't recommend moving that top shear plate in unless you're grinding grains. Mm-hmm. So we don't want that one in for hay, because it will restrict your capacity.
So I think Dad is spreading out a couple different bales, and we're gonna just go grind them and see if we can make it run a little bit better.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, this will crank way up.
Yeah.
This is perfect for grinding corn.
Okay.
We grind those in bales in about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes each.
Yeah.
I was gonna say as soon as you don't see from your tractor cab the bale anymore, it's time to set another one in, and then you can kind of set it right on the other one instead of letting it fall and drop in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I can sit up real high. Might start wet corn tomorrow, so we're gonna get this thing ready for wet corn, grinding corn. Okay. There we are. You got a little stuff on you. Good for you. That thing really chucked some corn. We're gonna do a little adjusting. We also snapped the shear bolt on our auger. We're not sure if it piled up. We didn't think we were pushing it that hard, but we're just gonna have to replace the shear bolt, then try her again, and we'll see how that goes. Dad, I was trying to think of that movie where that guy says, "Say hello to my little friend. He's got that pile of cocaine."
Oh yeah, that's he had the machine gun.
Yeah.
Who was that actor? It's not Dustin. It's Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Look at that's dedication.
Yes. Look at this guy.
Al Pacino.
Do you need help?
The Godfather.
Is it?
It's The Godfather.
I don't
Say
think
hello
so.
to my little friend. He was right.
Yeah,
That's
I think
the
so.
movie.
All right.
It's
Why?
like,
Just because he's got all that white on him.
Godfather 2 or 3, isn't it?
It's probably not. It's one of those.
And this ain't cocaine.
Well, I think that was a success. I don't know. I'm excited now. We're gonna have to. We might poke into some corn later today with the combine if we get everything ready. But
And doing the high moisture, you won't have the dust.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a lot cleaner grinding.
And you also have a place where we can add water if we want to, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. The only downside to that is we don't have water out here. But
we got a lot of hose. I think it's gonna be plenty
oh yeah,
moist.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, So when the field I pointed out to you, that's our driest. We're going to start there. We have bigger corn and later planted corn that if we have to go to get wetter corn, we start at our driest, and if we're happy with that, we get it done. Otherwise, we go to a different field. So we're going to be able to find the moisture we want, unless everything's too wet yet.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll just wait a week or whatever. So yeah.
So thanks, Royal, for coming out. I know it was a long drive for you.
Well, I needed to get away from the computer.
So it's really awesome when the head guy will come out and help you get something ready like this. We're so happy with you doing that for us, and to make sure that we can do you justice by having it set right too. So, because our guys want to know, you know.
Well, yes, and I want every one of our Rotogrind customers, whether they've got an old machine or a new machine, I want them to have the machine working properly, and that makes them happy.
Get all the capacity we can out of it, right? Because that's what we like to go.
Yep.
And look at this. He's the dirtiest one of us all.
That's normal for me.
Some people, dirt just finds them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Royal.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks. We want to thank Royal for coming out and helping us and getting that set up. We definitely learned a lot, and because of this video, when we forget what he said, we'll be able to look back. Dad took some notes, and so we should be set. We're gonna check on the hay over at Jeff's, and then we're gonna run to town, grab some food, of course, because we're going to town. Why wouldn't we? Yeah. And then we're gonna grab some parts and head back, and we got some getting ready to do, and some baling later today.
Hopefully.
Beef. We went to our local John Deere, which is about 25 miles away. They didn't have the little, oh no, I dropped it. They didn't have this little bracket which we needed, this adapter for the display. We're putting our new display in this combine, and this combine's a little bit older, and so it doesn't have the same setup, same style. So anyway, our John Deere didn't have it, so we had to drive like 45, 50 miles away from home, grab that part. The line at Arby's was long, but you know, they have the meats, so what do you expect? There's so much we got to get done today. Remember how I was wearing a coat this morning? Well, it's 90 degrees now and very windy. Oh yeah. I gotta move some data around, and I'm not gonna explain it to you because I don't really even know what's going on, but we're gonna plug this in, throw some stuff onto my John Deere, and then hopefully this just works. Just please export data. This Lakota footrest is kind of nice, even when you're not spending long hours in here. Hour-long phone call and frustration, and we got it. Well, I guess we still got to put it back into the combine. Oh my Atlanta! Import. Next. May or may not have that ready. We're gonna put the header on there. We're gonna go down to the field. We're actually gonna try it, but first we gotta unhook the 8R. That's gonna be our grain cart tractor this year. Yeah, I honestly don't know if that display is gonna work in there. Dad's about to start the free tractor giveaway tractor. You know, we got our Outback wrap on these hoses, but when it comes to the Power Beyond and the dump and all those, we were thinking, well, we're just gonna have to write them down. Look at this. Outback wrap just came out with some new ones. You got your case drain, you got your Power Beyond, problem solved. That ain't good. We still gotta put the scale in there. A little bit more. Okay. We're gonna head down to the field and just hope nothing goes wrong. Trust me, the last couple weeks we've been working at getting ready. And to be honest, the only reason we're going today is to see what's not right and what's not ready and what we need to work on. And so this is kind of just a test run, but we're also hoping that we're ready enough to where everything goes right. Look at that grain cart. Somebody knew what they were doing when they washed that. had to steal the globe from the 8R.
Looks like we have a row in between. See, there's no rows in between there, and we're on a row, I believe.
Okay. So we're getting situated here. Our monitor is recording. It's not working perfect. There's gonna be a few bugs we gotta fix and work out. We might end up just switching out this monitor because we used a different one for harvesting the last 5-8 years, and that worked pretty good. So far the header's been working just fine. We're getting corn. We've hit some good yield in a few spots. We've just done the end row, and it's somewhat promising.
I think we have to close the deck plates down, it looks like.
Also for moisture right now, ideally we're looking for, what'd you say, 28? 28?
Yeah, I'd be really happy at 28. We'd be able to pack real good and everything.
And right now it looks like we're sitting around 33. So it's a little wet, but we just wanted to make sure, you know, we're getting the kinks out, and just so we're ready for when it's really time to go. What say you?
Yeah, all that.
All of it?
I agree with all that.
All right.
I feel like this little bit of field loss here is probably from the deck plate when we went that way, not being adjusted.
Yeah, we made an adjustment from there over to here.
And boy, there's a little.
There is.
There's a little. Here's another thing. Maybe our head is going too fast and that's shelling a little bit up there. We can try slowing down.
We just dumped what we did in there. We filled the combine about 3/4 of the way. It's a little wet, but like I was saying, we just wanted to try it, see if it'll go. And I think we could wait a few days, wouldn't hurt nothing. We got a few things on that monitor to work out. Other than that, we're pretty hopeful. Have fun. So the day isn't over. Dad's gonna go bale. We gotta dump this. Ellie, it's harvest season. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. And it is 8:08 already. It looks like my mom's not even home. Someone mentioned, Cole, why are you always cooking? What's your mom doing? My mom's still at work, and it's 8. So when I think I'm tired and had a long day, she's still going. But anyway, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. You're welcome for the microwaved brats.
Cool. That sounds like a gourmet meal to me.